guys, it's a Tesla Ho. So my car has gotten a couple updates since I've last filmed. So I'm just testing out this update to see how it goes. I don't expect any improvements, but you know, we'll see. We'll never know. And whenever I film, something crazy always happens. Maybe something crazy will happen. When I first started driving here, FSD was super unhinged. It actually was doing really bad. And I was actually like quite worried because it was just changing lanes all the time for no reason. Like it was just insanity. And I feel like over time that's just improved. Maybe it has to do with driving and the car just gets used to it. FSD kind of learns a little bit better. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just imagining things. I do feel like it has gotten a tad bit better. And maybe it's because of all the updates I've gotten. I've just kind of noticed when I'm driving in a new area, it tends to do pretty poorly. And the longer I drive in an area, the more likely I am to get a zero intervention drive. This cliff always scares me because you could literally drive off the cliff and you'd be plummeting to your death. I mean, maybe since I'm in a Tesla, I wouldn't die since this is the safest car in the world, but it kind of freaks me out. So I'm really glad that FSD drives this so well because I am horrible at it. This road, for some reason, tends to make everyone, including myself, want to speed really fast. I'm not sure why, but it's just a very dangerous road. I'm just really glad that FSD handles this so perfectly. So I just got notified that I had not basically touched the wheel in a few seconds. I got a little bit of a nag. I just want to say with this new update, it is so much. What are you doing? It is so, oh, it's handled this a lot better. It used to miss this turn. What was I saying? Huh. Oh, with this new update, the notifications for the nags are at the top of the screen now. So I feel like it's a lot easier to see the nags while you're driving and you're not having to like look down at the, okay. I'm just gonna let you do what you, that was, okay. That was a little wild, okay. The nags are at the top of the screen, so while I'm driving, it is very easy to just see a little notification, especially when it's blue. Let's say I'm really not paying attention to this screen because I'm driving. When it starts flashing the blue, it is just so much easier for me to just see in my peripheral vision. And I'm not having to actually like look down, look up, look down. Like, I just think it's so much easier to see up here. And I don't know, people are complaining about it, but I think it's awesome. Before, I would just get so many like dings because I wouldn't see it. You really just should be focused on the road, but instead you'd have to be focused on the screen and then you're distracted because you're like, oh my gosh, am I getting a nag? And you'd be staring it down. And I like that it's at the top of the screen up here. It's awesome. Great update. I also mentioned on X, on my X account at the Tesla Ho. I'm just gonna pull over here because we're in the middle of nowhere. On my X account, I mentioned that I also just like the new update. I liked how sensitive the nag is. A lot of people are complaining. I think even my husband, McKay, disagrees with me on this, and that's okay. We're allowed to disagree with each other. I'm just driving nowhere. I don't even know where I'm going. I like how sensitive the nag is. You really can't cheat and kind of be glancing at your phone while driving anymore because it's so sensitive. I gotta say I like that because I got on my phone a lot. I did. I'll admit it, which means other people are too. And yes, FSD was doing great while I was looking down at my phone, but it's really just not safe. And since FSD beta is literally beta and it's literally not perfect, we really shouldn't be on our phones, like at all. Really irresponsible driving. And a lot of people didn't like that I had to say that on X. They kind of disagreed and said, well, this is extra dangerous because now people are just, what the frick are you doing? Nunchucks, okay. Someone had nunchucks. Practicing nunchucks over there. People were disagreeing with me and getting a little bit mad and saying, okay, well, this is just going to make people shut FSD off altogether to get on their phone. And I kind of want to be like, then they shouldn't have FSD beta to begin with because that's irresponsible driving. If you're really shutting off FSD to get on your phone, that's a you problem. That is not an FSD problem. That is a you problem. And you should not be doing that. That's incredibly irresponsible. And you could potentially, you know, that's on you. I'm sorry. That you should not be doing that. Very irresponsible. You should not be an FSD beta tester if you're gonna do that. I've done it in the past before, and then I did it like once or twice, and I'm like, you know what, this is just not safe. If I got into an accident where something happened to someone else or me, and it was all because I just couldn't wait for a notification on my phone, you know how guilty I'd feel? You know how bad I'd feel? I would never forgive myself. I would tell myself I really should have just waited the extra 5 minutes to just check the Twitter notification or to just respond to a text message. Or technically, you can use the text message app on your Tesla and it will read it to you. It's just not worth it. Don't check your phone. It can wait. I know people are probably gonna be like, well, what if it's an emergency? How often do you really have that bad of an emergency that you have to check your phone while you're driving? Where it's enough of an emergency where you could potentially die. I doubt that happens that often, if ever. Don't check your phone while you're driving. Just don't do it. That's just my cup. Oh, it's a dog. What are you doing, dog? Oh my gosh.
What's he doing in the street?
Dog. I don't know. The dog's just driving in the street. I mean, walking. Can you not go in the road, Mr. Puppy? Okay, it just drove. I don't. Okay, sorry. It's jumping on my window. It's jumping on my. I don't want to hit it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm taking out. I told you something crazy always happens every time I film myself driving. Literally nothing happens when I don't film myself. The drive's chill. Maybe some FSD things happen. But that was a dog just jumped on my car. Okay, time for me to keep going on with this drive. Update is I don't notice much of a difference if I'm going to be honest. It's a little smoother. It still does this thing where, and I can do another drive where I show it, but I'm supposed to be turning left at an intersection and it will literally get into the right lane. It will signal I'm getting to the right lane and I don't know why, and it is the most frustrating thing in the world. I'm just waiting for that to get fixed. I'll be really happy when it does, but for now, FSD is still great, still amazing, but there's always room for improvement. So can't wait for version 12. I really would like it. So if a Tesla employee is watching, please send it. And I'll be forever grateful. I'll send you chocolates or something. Would love to get a version 12, as would everyone else. I hear that it is already going out to some people, which is really exciting. Can't wait. Peace out, y'all.